Okay. Hello, guys. This is a presentation on future me where I discuss my future. Okay, and going to be covering what life I imagine is like me 10 years later. Now, for my future career in 10 years, I hope that I'm doing electrical engineering as a career. Specifically, I chose an electrical engineer for Electric Power Systems Incorporated. Some might ask how I prepared for this job, and for this, I went to UAA for a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering. I chose this career path not because it's for any specific reason, but I'm just very interested in the field of engineering, and I feel like it plays a lot to my strengths. Entry level pay is around 70 to 100,000 for this job, and assuming that I'm getting this after college, that's rough, and I'm like 3 to 4 years in, I'll be making around 85 to 120,000, 130,000. Sorry, it's a full-time job here in Anchorage, so I'm assuming it's from 9 to 5 as like what my day in life is like, and I'll be doing a wide range of services to power generation facilities ranging from 200 kilowatts to 150 megawatts. For the monthly cost of insurance for this company is about 400 to 650 a month, and I'm not going to be in grad school or med school for this career. Now, for my future location and home, I plan on living here in Anchorage, and the main reason is I just want to be closer with, family. Like it gets a lot more harder for me to move away from family, and I don't mind living in Palmer, even Kenai, Wasilla, but like as long as I'm in this sort of area, that's fine to me. And for this home, I'm not sure what to call it, but it's like sort of a cottage, not cottage. I'm not sure what to call it, but estimates go for about 3,600 a month for this home, and I hope to start a family with my girlfriend for a family of like 4 to 5, and assuming my salary is at 130K a year, I can afford this home, as long as it's within like 4 to 4.5 times my gross income. I believe I can afford this, just barely. For future transportation, for a family is 4 to 5. I plan, I'm not essentially trying to get anything flashy, but I imagine I'll be driving a similar three-row SUV like this, a 2025 Kia Telluride, and monthly payments for this would be around 750 a month. And for a car like this, the total cost is 38,000 at 6.5% interest. For 60 months, it's about 750. Yearly insurance is a very rough estimate of about 2,000 a year. Since there's not a lot to go off of as I'm still a minor, but it's 22 miles per gallon and roughly 15,000 miles per year at $4 a gallon, which is about 227 a month on gas. Pretty pretty pricey. I mean, with my salary, I definitely think I can afford this, but still quite expensive. For my future spare time, as of right now, I like to play the cello, the electric bass, and I like to play volleyball. And I don't have any intention on traveling outside of Alaska, maybe internationally, but one thing I really would like to go to is Palau, where my girlfriend is from. And I hope that I'm doing these sorts of activities in my free time 10 years from now, still playing volleyball, still playing the cello, still playing the bass. And besides Phoebe, I'd say I'd be spending a lot of time with my friend Sam as well. and I hang out with him from time to time since I'm assuming we're both gonna be in Anchorage. And I can also see my family a lot, spend time with them. And I won't be doing any volunteer work. Not that I don't want to, it's just I don't plan on to. And I was hoping that I could do something for the cello in college as I'm at UAA. Major milestones to achieve long-term goals. Now, thinking about, thinking about all these sort of possibilities, not possibilities, but all the stepping stones I'll be taking to get to this point. There's the university graduation, internships I'll be taking, like saving up for like a down payment on a house or a car, like marrying, starting a family, or like getting a good like stable job. All of this sort of leads up to a point, and my main goal really is to just, be successful and stable, with where electrical engineering leads me. You know, my family will be helping me a lot, especially through university. I'll have a lot of support from friends and my girlfriend as well, supporting me through the way. And yeah. For my life goals and dream vision board, there's 7 things that I plan on doing for life. Obviously things might change, but the first thing is definitely marriage with Phoebe, my girlfriend, and the next would probably be, something more out of what you can definitely see here on the slides, just visiting Palau, like maybe even like just like going as a tourist or meeting family over there. And then another part is having kids, as you can see in the third, having starting a family of either 4 or 5, who knows, but then eventually, having my parents, Phoebe's parents, meet their grandkids is also something I really want to see. It's just sort of a major milestone that very sentimental to me. It's showing my family, the continuation of their bloodline. Something that I really look forward to seeing. And then obviously, eventually hoping to have grandkids myself. I think that would be very nice. Just seeing who comes next after my kids and whatnot. And then one thing I also want to do is just make sure, I still play volleyball and cello, to this time. Maybe not when I'm getting to the geriatric age, but making sure that I'm still, enjoying the sport that I love and enjoying the instruments that I love. And then lastly, just making sure I stay in touch with, my friend Sam. I'm not sure what friends I am going to make along the way, but Sam is definitely one of them. And making sure I stay in touch was definitely something I want to see in the future. Now, this is the end of my Future Me presentation. And, click the subscribe button if you enjoy the video. Hit like, notifications for future videos, and peace.